Okay, welcome back. We're going to go through a few exceptions or a few extra features here of the Firehouse Medic. So I've entered a full report if you've looked on the tutorials 1 and 2, and I have validated my report. I'm just going to go back and hit validate again one more time just to make sure the report shows that it is complete and ready to be closed out and sent up. And it is. All fields have been satisfied. So I don't want to complete the report. Let's go back to continue documentation. And I'm going to go back to my events. And I'm going to give a narcotic medication. This is going to bring up our typical narcotic field. I have to enter a valid time. Let's go for 10:15. I'm going to have to go back and double check when, or 10:20. I got to go back and double check and see when this run occurred because it's going to throw an error. Okay, let's say I give dilaudid. I can click 1.5 milligrams, that's pre-selected, or let's just say I give a full 2 milligrams. 2 milligrams IV. Again, it's performed by me, and there's nothing I need to type into the notes. And I want to hit submit. Got to hit submit for that to validate. Okay. I need to go back to my times. Let's go back to response to make sure I put my time in correctly. So I can look. I was working on this patient about 10:35. I was at the patient. So I need to go back and change my time from 10:20 to sometime after 10:35. So I'm going to click on this time. I'm going to click patient summary. And if I go to patient summary, I can see a list of all my treatments and everything I've done with this patient. So you can see here 1025 is my medication. And if I expand that field out, I can see that that's dilaudid. I'm going to double click on that. Oops. I have a text message. I'm going to backspace. Let me put in 1037 and hit enter. Okay, so that should now be valid. I'm going to hit submit. Now, if I go back to my signatures page, it's under the summary tab and signatures. I should now have a field for narcotics. Secondary medic. Let me click validate. An option is to have a narcotics page built right into the Firehouse Medic, so you can input how much of a medication was given, and if anything was filled, disposed of, that can be filled out and signed off by your second medic. So you can see when I go to validate, it says fill out narcotic form. So I'm going to click on that. You can see here hydromorphone. 2 milligrams was the amount used, and let's say it was in a 5 milligram vial. So I need to put in there that I wasted 3 milligrams and click submit. And I have to have a witness for the wasted amount. So we use standing orders. This is my signature. I'm the administrating medic. Okay, so I have to type that in, hit submit, and save my signature. And my cert number, I am number 111 at one job. And I can get a witness if I need a witness for the usage amount, but in this case, it is only for the wasted amount. So this is telling me once the witness signature is obtained, you can no longer edit this form. So this part is uneditable. So let's say my witness was second medic. I hit submit. And the second medic, this is absolutely horrible. Second. Let's just say he puts his first name, save. So then I have a built-in narcotics form right there, and I click submit. I'm going to go back and validate. and you can see that everything is validated now. I'm going to go back and continue documentation. I want to show you a second feature of Firehouse Medic. Let's say we were in the middle of doing this report and got called for a second run. All I have to do is come up to the primary menu button, click Incidents, and that allows me to add a new incident or add a new practice. So I don't, unlike Firehouse Enterprise, I don't have to complete all the fields and validate it to be able to close it and start a new report. It'll save this in the background. As you can see here, it says incomplete. And then I can go back at a later time and open it up and complete that report. Another feature of this is when you have multiple patients. If I click the Copy Incident to New, oops, I need to select my incident. It takes my times and everything from that incident and copies it to a new run. So as you see here, if I click on Patient, let me go back here, Incidents. Click one time, copy to a new incident. I didn't do that correct the first time. Now it's copying my information. So you can see demographics for the patient are blank. But if I come over to response, which is my call, run number, and times, the location, all of this is populated. Except for my add patient. So I have my receive, dispatch, and route, and at scene time. So it copies the information about that particular run, but not things that are particular to that patient. And I think that about wraps it up. If you have any questions, by all means, give me an email. I'll see what I can do to answer those questions. Please get on Firehouse Medic, use your Add Practice button, play with this a little bit, and in no time whatsoever, you'll be able to do patient reports. A lot of times, very shortly after you get to the hospital, or maybe sometimes before you arrive. Thank you and have a good day.